cruising with guns, but my friends laughing, raise her on the roof of my tongue. If there is static, see what money make you become. Be a true savage, money double up.
Yo, you now tuned into the I8 Battle Rap Podcast, featuring custom-made Menace and Dutch KIB. Sucker.
Hey, what's going on, folks? Your boy Dutch KIB, Kid Belong You Keep It a Buck.
Your boy Custom Made Menace, we are back.
I hate battle rap. Round of applause.
More time for the people. We got some shit to talk about this week.
Oh man, hell yeah, son. Hell yeah. We got a whole bunch of shit to talk. We have a whole bunch of shit to talk about, man. A whole bunch.
Shout out to 2019. Like, this has been one of the craziest years in battle rap so far already, and we still don't know what we have yet to see in the next 3 months.
You think so?
I still think we're still going to get something that's going to be shocking. Like, we only in October now. We've had how many crazy events back to back? URL shits.
Man, let's start from the beginning,
October,
bro.
We got the Philly event now. You got October, November, December, and the BL that just happened.
Man, like,
so it's been crazy shit all the way up to now.
We had Loaded Lux and Verb this year. Matter of fact, we had Lux 2 times this year. Who can say that, bro? We had Lux twice in a year.
We had Cassidy and Good battle.
Now we getting Cassidy 2 times this year, son. You know, man, yo, it's been yo, Danny and Disaster, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, this has been a crazy year. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it almost
all the way down to standing out PGs. Like, it's always been, like, PG shit has been real negative in the past. And this year has been like people finally looking forward to what's coming out of the PG class.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time. You know what it is?
Cougar and Kid Chaos battle did that a lot.
Man, yo,
it went all the way to champion.
It went all the way to champion, and shout out to Champion for covering that, man. It really was a big deal, because before that, I don't really think that I've seen any PG battles. Maybe what was it? Maybe did they cover Your Honor and Swamp? I think
I don't remember. They have covered PG battles though, because I remember them like the Jada Nightwing and Don Marino battle. Like, so they've covered it, but this is the app shit. Like, covering something that's not on YouTube right now. So people have to go. If you watch Champion and hear about that battle, now you have to go get the app to watch it.
It's the app.
So
in addition to that, I feel like, okay, with Jada Nightwing and Don Marino, they already had the established buzz behind themselves. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coming into the battle, even coming into
by the
champion.
time they clashed, like, it was already a known thing of who they was. These two guys, nobody knew who Kid Chaos and Cougar was till after all the talk.
Right. You understand? So that was a very big deal to me to see them on Champion, getting covered. They actually doing the breakdown, writing down the bars, saying that, yo, from the first round, these dudes went at it. I can't even call the first round. That was so dope to me, bro. And shout out to all the PGs that did well also this past weekend. Born Legacy 8 weekend. Shout out to them. Yo, Chase Paper and Trufo and Jay Lopez and all those guys, man, y'all doing y'all thing out there, man. Shout out to Norbs, you know, for giving those guys opportunities and seeing something special in these guys, man. Shout out to Norbs, man. Shout out to the guys that put on this past weekend.
That's the thing. It's like classes everywhere now. Like, it's not just one group of PGs. It's definitely a bunch of different opportunities of who could be the lit one right now.
Exactly, you know, because at the end of the day, even though there's a lot of guys coming in, the influx, you know, at the same time, all these guys that's top tier or elite tier, their time is fading a little as well. You know, they're not gonna be up there on the stage for whatever, how long, you know what I mean? They're gonna start making moves outside of battle rap. And then once they start doing that, you can't keep calling them and start paying them outrageous prices, you know, because at the end of the day, even though you negotiate what you negotiate, they're not, you know, you're not gonna be, as a business, you're not gonna keep dishing out the bag. You understand what I'm saying? So instead of doing that, this is a great opportunity for these guys to show what they can do and get themselves positioned to get to that stage. So it's a dope time in battle rap, man. It's a dope time.
I'm definitely appreciative for 2019 in battle rap.
Yeah, man. But
we still don't know what we got left.
We still don't know, bro. We got 3 more. We got 3 more.
What's coming up, though?
What's coming up, man? Philly, man. Philly, Cassidy, and Arsenal, bro. Cassidy, Arsenal, man. I'll be honest with you. I feel like Sean and Reed Dollars is the main event to me. Sean and Reed Dollars, bro. That's my main event. I don't really care for Cass and Arsenal. You know, that's just the
I will say that this is the first time in a while I see a lot of people got faith in Reed this battle.
A lot. Because he's home. He's hungry. He wants it. You know, it's different this time. I hate hearing that, man. Especially from Philly people. Shout out to Philly, man. You know, Philly's like, in terms of battle rap, that's like one of my second homes. I feel like that's like my second home. You know what I'm saying? Actually, no, that's my second home. You know what I'm saying? I think North Carolina's my third. But like, I always talk to these dudes, man, and I respect their support system. They're really the city of brotherly love, because they really stick together and they support each other and they give a united front. Because only you gotta be this like the Knicks, man. You could only believe and be a fan of the Knicks for so long to the point that you're just a delusional person. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a different type of loyalty to your team and to your city, and that's Philly right there, son. Philly has a different type of loyalty to their city, bro, because the amount of times these dudes get embarrassed in front of like
that bring me to the clip of the Hip Hop Is Real interview with was Cicero shit.
Yeah,
he was like, yeah, when URL come around, want to do another one of them Johns, you know, I'll be on that thing. Like, nah. We don't want that. I don't know what kind of mindset y'all on over there that you just got smoked by Twerk and your first thought is, yeah, but when URL come back, I'm definitely on that. Like,
nah, we don't.
Not only the support, but the battle is mine. The same way Cassidy could say that he's still undefeated. Like, these niggas really got a positive mindset when it comes to what the fuck they be doing.
Man, positive. Damn, man. Yeah, it's past positive, man. It's more like a delusion, man. It's more like a delusion, and it's almost sad. It's almost sad, but it's funny. But it's reaching sad. It's reaching sad. You feel what I'm saying? But yo, if you think about it, man, you got Reed, then you got Cass. Cass is the biggest. Cass is past delusion. You know what I'm saying? He's in his own reality. You know what I'm saying? He's in his own world. He's living in his own world. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell him nothing. You can't. It's like,
but somehow, some way, what he does still works.
Before the battle.
Every time but that's the crazy shit. Like, you would think, all right, we've seen this show before. We've seen him talk so crazy before the goods battle that everybody believed he was gonna be great that battle.
Mm-hmm.
Then he gives them one good round. And niggas is like, yo, it's lit. He's back.
Yep.
Now we see what happened after that. And now we go back to the cycle of today where niggas is watching the face talk and they're like, yo, I don't know. Cassidy might be able to pull this one off. Like, yo, he getting Arsenal some of the face off shit. He might be able to pull this one off. Like, bro, we seen this show.
And he's in Philly. He's in
not gonna
Philly.
change nothing, bro.
He's home. This is what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen like
If
last
he actually
time.
does some miraculous shit and changes this battle, bro, I might have to quit battle rap. It might be the end for me.
All right, so then we're gonna
I've
change the.
literally seen shit I've never seen. Like,
We changed the show to I hate battle rap to I quit battle rap.
had enough.
Nah, bro, because listen, this is the same old song, man. It's a broken record. He's gonna have, in the first round, he's gonna come out swinging for 4 to 8 bars. After those 4 to 8 bars, the rest of the battle is gonna be spotty. It's gonna be like, oh, he said one line here, and then one line there, and then it's
a crazy thing, though.
Nah, son, let me tell you, Philly crowd, though, I will say this about a Philly crowd. You know what I'm saying? They're very honest. They're very honest. You feel what I'm saying? And it's gonna be like, to what point are they gonna be like, yo, hey, yo, the boys talking that bullshit right now. Boy, you're drawn. You're drawn.
The only person I ever seen actually tell the truth about the situation was Gilly the Kid. Like,
that nigga Gilly was like,
he said, nah, bro, I wasn't fucking with that shit.
I wasn't fucking with that bullshit, nigga. You was saying that bullshit on stage, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Get that shit out of here, son. Get that shit out of here. My fault, he from Philly, so like, I get that bullshit out of here. Get that bullshit. Nah, son, we can't. Yo, and I respect Gilly for that. You know, it's not because. Yeah, I respect.
That shit got me so brainwashed, bro. I won't even give a prediction on that battle. Like, I don't know what the fuck could happen in the parallel universe of Cassidy.
Or nigga gonna be talking about he was in Saudi Arabia with the camels and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to.
Double back with 2 camels.
With 2 camels, man.
You never been there.
You never been there, son. And that fake ice won't get the swelling down. All right, yeah, whatever.
What else is on that card?
Yo, man. We talked about Reed and Sean. Geechee and Tay-Rock, bro.
Man.
Geechee and Tay-Rock. This was a surprise. Not the battle itself, but we're gonna also talk about his battle that was prior to this, for the 25,000 on BET. You feel what I'm saying? He had to do that. I didn't know he even had to do that. You know what I'm saying? So he did that. And then did this, right? Cool. Tay-Rock, he's doing this battle versus Geechee, and then afterwards have to prepare for Rex. So now it's like, it's all about who had the best preparation time for what they had to do. You understand? The time that they had to prepare for this battle, and this battle only, who did it the best? You know, and not for nothing, I fuck with Geechee right now. I think Geechee's hotter than Tay-Rock. Tay-Rock had a warm-up versus Bad News, and then the 2-on-2 with Chess. He did his thing, don't get me wrong. But right now, nobody's touching Geechee, but Geechee is.
If you go through the record, like of run till now, like Geechee got either clear wins or debatables.
Absolutely, against tough competition. No cookie cutters, you know what I'm saying? No tomato cans.
Most of Rock shit, it was all tough competition, but it was either debatable or losses. Like that's a difference of that situation. So
as opposed to Rock, his past few battles, it's been on a decline. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going into this battle. I want to see what Rock is gonna do against Geechee. I'm not counting Rock out, but if I had to choose a winner,
the BET shit is there, but at the same time, we don't know how long they've known about that.
That too.
And exactly what they gotta do, because it's TV. Like, you know, it's not gonna be as crazy as what we don't even know if they battling on beat. Like, what is it?
Exactly. And I'm not sure if they I'm not sure. I think I believe it was 1 round. I believe it's 1 round.
That's why. So I'm not even putting a lot of stock into that situation. Like, I feel like they're gonna have some shit, but like, battle rappers make that over 3-4 battles, they get 25K. So it's like,
Yeah, but you
At the
know,
end of the day,
if you can get that in one shot, hey.
yeah, of course, and the TV exposure is crazy. So, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm thinking first Philly event, Battle versus Tay Rock, and then on the other spectrum, I got BET Awards little tournament. Me personally, I'm taking the Philly one more serious.
Absolutely, you know, because you know, even though BET, that's the you go. First of all, it's the Hip Hop Awards. It's in Atlanta. You know, you got different celebrities that's gonna be in the audience that really hasn't been introduced to battle rap like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they probably have friends or associates or, you know, maybe in the studio somewhere, whatever, you know what I'm saying, hanging out, and they may watch a battle or two. Just, you know, they haven't really sat down and watched battle rap. You understand? So this probably will be their introduction to battle rap, you know, as opposed to, you know, Philly. Now, in terms of the culture, Philly's definitely more important. Definitely more important. You know, because you're going into a kind of like a war zone, and Philly's one of the toughest crowds in battle rap, like New York. So you're gonna have to earn every reaction you get. You feel me? So I would say that in terms of preparation, like I would definitely agree with you. You know, Geechee and Tay Rock would have took Philly more serious. You feel what I'm saying? And it's both getting great exposure. You know, because of Cash and Arsenal, everybody's tuned in, locked in to that battle. You feel what I'm saying? You saw the promo. Everybody's from Fetty Wap, Fat Boy, Gilly, you know, who else, you know, and these are guys that you might see some of the sixes pop up. You know, you might see a couple of ball players. You might see a Joel Embiid, a Meek Mill. Not in terms of ball players, but you know, Meek Mill will pop up. You know what I'm saying? Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons from the Sixers might pop up. You know what I'm saying? Like you may see some guys. You know, and definitely, you know, State Property. Yo, it's gonna be a star-studded event in terms of Philly. Philly gonna show up.
That's what happens the first time anything pops up in the city. Like they definitely all gonna be in the building. So
yeah,
that's what adds to it. Because you know, once they in the building and shit start getting lit, what happens? IG clips from a bunch of celebrity pages get posted up about the battle rap event they at right now.
Yep.
The same way the BET shit adds, that's a whole weekend of exposure right there. You go from the Philly event to the BET award thing, like that's a lot of exposure for a couple days that's gonna have battle rap lit right now.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And three of the guys that's on the three of the guys that's in this tournament is on the Philly card. You know what I'm saying? So it's just jumping to the next battle.
See them more than once, yeah.
You know, with DNA and Bill Collector, which is an interesting battle in itself. You know, DNA, who clearly I would say I like DNA in this battle. You know, I can't really bet against DNA, bro, because he's the vet.
Unpredictable guy, bro. You never know. He could have a already 3-round plan, and then that battle do 3 different things. Like
exactly.
You never know.
And you can't really bet against him because he's such a vet and he's so experienced. And then you add the attribute of freestyle to the equation, bro. It's silly. It's so silly, son. But then again, you also got to look at what Bill Collector can do, bro. You understand?
His progression's been crazy this year. Like he's looking like he's really trying to lead a message that he's one of them dudes. So
and keep in mind
the time to do it.
Yo, and keep in mind, this is him coming from last year having a great year. You know what I'm saying? Him having one of the best battles of the year versus QP, and then extending it to this year with his battle versus Hitman Holla, Rex. You know what I'm saying? A dope battle with 2 dope battles. You feel me? With Drugs and Your Honor. You know, so he's definitely cooking this year. You feel me? And then to do this battle, bro, versus DNA.
And another thing I want to say about Bill is that I feel like he's the type that could try to do everything. So he's another unpredictable person, and we're entertaining as well.
That's the thing.
if there's anyone that I'm gonna say the debatable could go either way battle is that one because both of them niggas could do anything. Like you really don't know what they might try to do.
And it's crazy because like you know how certain people, all right, certain people can entertain and rap at the same time. I never really, I'm not gonna say I never seen, but with Bill Collector, with what I see, he can jump in from different lanes. So he'll swerve into the entertainment lane, then come back into rapping. Like he'll just simultaneously interchanging both styles. That the shit is crazy. So you're like, oh shit. Now I'm being entertained right now, and then out of nowhere he just hit you with a punchline. Like what the fuck? He's so unorthodox. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's like somebody just jabbing out of nowhere. You think he's gonna set up for a straight or a cross? He just lunges at you with another jab. Like it's insane.
That's fun. And he keeps progressing. Like he's at a stage in his career right now that he's trying to prove a point. So he just keeps getting better every battle.
Absolutely, you've seen it. Like with him,
like I can't really bet. If you bring up the last two names you brought up was a good enough reason why we could say Bill Collector is gonna have a debatable battle with DNA. Hitman Holla and Rex.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a Rex that really didn't like Bill Collector. Like they did a crazy promo going up to it. Like they both really wanted to get that shit off, and he went through that. And in the Hitman situation again, a real personal situation, and he was able to get everything off that he wanted to do. And now you got DNA, and he really wants to know why people feel like he can't beat DNA.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I like that battle too. That's gonna be a tough battle to judge. I can't call that battle. You know what I'm saying? But this is another interesting battle that I saw on the card, man. JC versus Shotgun Suge. You know,
that's the one I was talking about. Suge said he's trying to go pen for pen with JC.
You know, it's funny because I think a year or two ago I was talking to Suge, and Suge felt like he wasn't being taken seriously in terms of battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll battle certain people, and this is when he was on his streak. You know what I'm saying? Not to say he's not on his streak, but this is when he just battled, or boom, he was about to battle Mike P. He was about to battle Mike P. And shortly after that, it was like, yo, he did this to Mike P. Give this guy some real competition. And that's when he started really getting, the Rum Nitties, who else? He battled Geechee Gotti after that, I believe, right? Geechee Gotti's the Rum Nitties, Geechee Gotti's, the Pat Stays, you know what I'm saying? Like he started really getting competition. Boom. And not for nothing, even though he may have some battles you may have felt like he lost, he never did bad in any of those battles. He fought and he did well. You know what I'm saying? And
I feel like that whole statement of the pen shit, like he's shown that he can at least keep up with everybody that we expected to watch him when it came to bars.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Pat Stay brought him into a level where we never seen Suge before. And I feel like this may be the best Suge. I'm lying. I'm bugging out. My fault. Pat Stay brought the best Suge out. You understand? So whatever Suge you saw, I don't care what nobody says. JC is fire, but this is gonna be one of his toughest battles. JC, this is gonna be one of his toughest battles versus Suge. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got a Suge that had to evolve to compete and hang with Pat Stay in terms of rebuttaling, performance, bars. He had to do all that just to hang in there with Pat Stay. You understand what I'm saying? So now he going to a battle with JC, who could only do one thing, even though that one thing is at a high level. You know what I'm saying? And Suge himself is going to be in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Where they value not just rapping, but putting on a show. it's gonna be very tough for JC to win in a building where he's just staying in one spot rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can I would say if JC was the old JC, he may have a greater chance of beating Suge. But since he's the JC that he is now, I don't know. I like Suge in his battle. Now I'm just, you know what I mean, getting my points across. I like Suge in his battle, you know. And people gonna say you bugging, you know. JC's gonna rap circles. That's cool.
I personally don't think so. I said it, you know, starting and to finish, that Suge has been able to show he will match niggas at the pen. So it's just about who says the craziest shit. And I feel like he wants, especially when he got a point to prove, and he wants to prove that he can hang with a JC pen, he's gonna do it. Every time that I doubted Suge, he's showing me that he could get crazier than what I expected. So I'm not gonna doubt him no more.
Absolutely. You know what's funny, because back then he didn't feel a need to prove anything. You know, and when I say back then, I'm talking about early early URL when he battled Sean and Calico.
With his style, because everybody was so unique that Suge could do just Suge and win battles still.
But
you didn't expect the same thing out of Suge that you did as everyone else. But now we're in a stage where you expect everyone to be able to do everything. If you want to be top anything, you gotta do everything. So and
still maintain your own style. And
that's what he does.
And that's what he does.
He has not changed what Suge is. Like, he does Suge every battle, but the wordplay and the pen and bars and schemes and punchlines, everything you want to add in there, it's all been upgrading every battle.
It has, man. It has, yo. And not for nothing, like, Suge has surprised me, man. He has surprised me. I don't really see growth in terms of I just feel like JC's been JC all this time. Like, JC hasn't really been pushed to. Maybe I say the yeah, I really haven't seen JC been pushed. You know, he just happens to meet whoever he's battling. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he just happened to meet them. Like, let me see what I can say. Even with, I'll give you a perfect example. All the battles he's met so far. Like, let me see. Tip my tongue, like a Geechee. He met Geechee. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he didn't meet Geechee. Geechee had to meet JC's level. You feel what I'm saying? So JC didn't really have to evolve, right? What else? Oh man, JC
battle, like he was ahead of the Mike P battle, and then Mike P got the third. Like,
you feel what I'm saying? As opposed to the Av battle, where Av met and to me surpassed JC. You know, Iron Solomon. He met and surpassed JC. Now, these are battles where you can say, okay, it's debatable or whatever, but I feel, in my opinion, these guys edged and surpassed JC. And even after those battles, you don't even see JC evolve. You kind of seen JC just streamline. You know what I'm saying? Like, he changed his style, and then he got to this point, and now he just streamlined. You feel what I'm saying? You never seen a battle where you like, damn, yo, JC really leveled up. JC.
And even then, like, the promo's kind of bad, because it's like he got all the way to the point where people started bringing up the Lux talk again, and then Surf said so, and now it's like, all right, forget about JC and Lux, we want Surf. Like,
yeah, because not for nothing,
JC don't push that narrative enough.
JC don't promo. He's not on the internet like that. That's on him.
Listen, man, that's cool and all. Like, you could do that for everything else, but if you really want a loaded Lux battle, if there's any time you're gonna break out of your fucking what you used to, that'll be it. Like, You're trying to battle Lux, man. Nigga, you gotta have to step it up a little bit and give him a reason to want to battle you.
Absolutely. Yo, what was the battle?
And the pen will do it, but if the people don't want to see it as much as they want to see Surf, then they're gonna push the Surf battle.
You see what happened? Yeah, like a lot of times we have to get out of our comfort zone to get what we want. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. JC, if you want Lux, you gotta step out your comfort zone and take that opportunity. You know, get on the Twitter, get on the IG, the Facebook. You know, after this battle or after any battle that you clearly won, and say, "Yo, I'm ready for Lux." Because if not, they're gonna sweep that under the rug and go to the next person that may not, in terms of rapping wise, deserve it, but they will sell the fight better than what
it's gonna be who wants it more at the moment. Like, if you can't just say, well, everybody knows I should have that, and then just expect it to happen. Like, especially not in today's era of battle rap. Like, everything is word of mouth. Like, once it starts getting talked about a lot, and Surf got that gift. Like, he literally just gotta say, I'm looking for the gray hoodie. After the 2-on-2 battle happened with Chess and Tay-Rod, all Surf had to tweet was, I'm looking for the gray hoodie. And everybody forgot all about what JC said. Now it's all Surf and Love. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
That is something that you should be able to do, especially if you're on that level where you're saying you are the only person you feel should be getting a Lux type battle.
Exactly, son. You feel what I'm saying?
I know I'm pretty sure he's all right with the Surf battle happening with Lux too, but at the same time, it's like, you've been talking about this for how long? Like, and at some point you got to step up to say that's me. Like, and it's not that right now.
You have to, because how long Lux is gonna keep on taking contenders? You know, because after this, right? Boom. Right now, okay, you got people saying they want to see JC versus Lux, right? Daylight versus Lux, which is quote unquote set to happen next year, right? And then they got the Surf and Lux narrative out there. So now you just got bumped down to 3. When before, not too long ago, you was at the top of the list of people asking, yo, we need to see this person versus Lux. You feel what I'm saying? In addition to performances, yo, you gotta be outspoken to take your opportunity, because who knows within the next few months what Lux is gonna do. Because he could take 2 battles and bow out gracefully. And now people in the background saying, yo, we need to see that Lux. Why? Why do they have? Because all he's gonna do is show up in rap, which is cool, but not cool in 2019. You know what I'm saying? If you're not creating no noise, nobody's gonna be willing to invest their money and book this. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe on a smaller scale, but not on a URL. Not on the URL. You feel what I'm saying? But that's just my take on it. You feel me? That's just my take on it. You know what I'm saying? Shotgun, JC. I got faith in Suge too, man. Speaking of Suge.
And we really believe in JC's talent, but we're telling you, we need to hear about you more to want to see that more than any other battle that's being spoken about right now. That's
all we saying. You know, JC is a great talent. You know, we just want to see you speak a little bit more. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, just make a post. A post more than what you normally do. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, speaking of Suge, the BET Hip Hop Awards 2019, URL is in collaboration, and they're having a $25,000, let me say it again, $25,000 tournament, 4-man tournament that will consist of DNA, Geechee Gotti.
DNA.
Geechee, yo.
Every time I hear DNA, I think about fucking Truth Watson shit.
Yo,
DNA
dog,
versus DNA.
bro. When you said that just now, bro, it sounded like Marvel versus Capcom. When you kill it.
DNA versus Geechee Gotti
Oh man.
versus Shotgun Suge versus T-Top.
Round 1. Fight.
4-man tournament. 25K on the line.
25K, man. Airs this Sunday. Yeah, it airs this Sunday, the same day as
Nah,
yeah.
ain't it gonna air Tuesday?
I thought it was Sunday. I'm bugging. Am I bugging out? Am I
What's the 8th?
bugging?
I think it's the 8th. The 8th is Tuesday, right?
You right. All right. So it will be airing Tuesday.
It's gonna be pre-recorded though, so it's gonna be recorded either Friday or Saturday, and then it's gonna air on Tuesday.
Okay, so I think so I think that Saturday is gonna be I think it's happening Saturday, right? And then yup. All right, so it's gonna happen Saturday, right? And then the next day is the URL event. All right, cool. So then, all right, this is interesting. You know what I'm saying?
That might be why the Philly event is on a Sunday, because usually they'll be on Saturday.
That's a fact. So I think the URL tried to take advantage of that opportunity. Or matter of fact, I think the B.E.T
exposure. You got B.E.T shit on Saturday before it even airs. People gonna be talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And on the air, then you got the event on Sunday. People still gonna be feeding all that Monday, and then Tuesday, boom, the event airs.
So shout out to the URL for taking advantage of that opportunity. You know, working with B.E.T
on the show too to have a tournament, because that's 3 battles that gotta happen before you get a winner.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be broken down over the show, and it's gonna happen 3 times. So shout out to Battle Rap and some airtime on the B.E.T Awards.
Man, when was the last time battle rappers got
the cypher when Murder Mook and them was on the cypher?
That was
on stage.
When was that? Like how long ago was that? That was like a couple of years ago.
A couple of years.
And in terms of the weekend, the last time there was a battle rap event that weekend that I know of was of that magnitude. I should say was Gladiator School with Snoop Dogg. Yeah, that was Hitman and Calico. That was Rum Nitty and T-Rex. That Rum Nitty and T-Rex. It was supposed to be E-Heart and Official, I believe. Yeah. God rest the dead. Young B versus B Magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that was the last time.
Funny video with the what was this surfing and daylight shit?
That was the worst. That was one of the worst battles I ever seen, son. That was one of the worst battles I ever seen, son.
That was the best shit ever. What are you talking about? Never seen that something like that again.
Bro, you know what? I just want to watch it again just for laughs. Just for laughs.
Out of control.
Yo, what the hell was that with the with the what you call it, the
everything.
The CGI, bro.
Green screen light.
That was insane, bro. The special effects was retarded. I'm sorry. That was ridiculous. Oh my god.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Oh my gosh. Listen. You gotta look. Yo, it looked like it looked like Mortal Kombat 2.
That was that shit. Niggas had some fucking bullets falling in the desert.
Oh my god. No fucking way.
I don't remember how long ago it was. It was literally a couple happened to pop up on my feed somewhere. And that's the only reason why I remember it right now.
Bro,
I'm like, yo, I totally forgot this ever happened.
Yo, I'm watching it right now, bro. They was in a Coliseum and they had a tiger.
Them niggas went to the Coliseum before Coliseum.
Oh my god, bro, no way. Oh my gosh, this is retarded. Yo, why is Richard Pryor in this video, bro? Why is Richard Pryor? Yo,
I thought that effect was bad enough, but it's always more than that.
A house exploded. What is going on, son? And why is yo? Why? This is all time bad. This is all time bad, bro. Yo, they had a Daylight in a butler suit. Like, what is going on here, bro? This is terrible. This is terrible, man.
Was literally part of everything weird that happened in battle rap.
This is probably the weirdest battle I have ever seen. I
wouldn't be surprised if he was behind that too. Like because he was doing that video editing shit. Like that nigga probably convinced him to do that.
He definitely did. I know he did. Yo, I know he did. He said, yo, I'll edit this battle for you. And he did. I'll edit this battle for you. He convinced them. They fell for it. And it just came out wacky. You just
want to believe that's a whole troll moment. That was some real shit.
It was so terrible, bro. Oh my God, dog. Yo, shout out to Daylight, man.
The last battle, I was fucking with Daylight.
Yo. So, all right. So, who would you pick in terms of winning this tournament? Because the first battle is gonna be DNA and Geechee, Suge. Afterwards, it's gonna be Suge and T-Top. I already know who I'm gonna pick. I just want to see. And the judges. The judges is gonna be the live audience. I already know who I got.
If I'm going by winners of tournaments, we gotta go T-Top. If I'm going by somebody I've seen be able to prep for two different, because you can't prep for the last round unless this shit is pre-planned.
That's a fact.
How you prep for the last round? The winner is good. The person you battle in the last round is whoever wins from the other battle that's happening right now.
So unless you prep,
unless it's all general bars, like
right, unless they told you beforehand, and you could prep for all three of them, or like so you'll have like 3-1 rounds for all three of them. You know what I'm saying? In the stash, and then you go in there, and then whoever you battle. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but even that is a tough one because like I don't know. Me speaking as a rapper, I don't know how it would be in their like shoes, but. Let's say I have a crazy battle, I win. Now I see T-Top and Suge battle, and that nigga T-Top go crazy. What I had for T-Top before might have not been enough for what the hell he just did.
That's a fact.
So now I still got to come up with some shit. Like, I got to scrap that and come up with some shit now that got to smoke this nigga because I can't just win that and then come with some bullshit and lose.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's really depending on the mentality of the shit. Then it could be either or. You could come in ready with a round for each one and what it is, or if you're really trying to win and the other nigga end up going crazy, you're gonna want to come up with some shit on the spot that's crazier than his.
True.
You don't know what he's doing. Does he already have some pre-written shit for you, or is he gonna like even that could be factored in? Like you don't have to have a bunch of material for the other nigga, but have some pre-written shit. And then just add in the rest there. And then, like I said, if I'm going on tournament shit, I've seen T-Top battle multiple people back to back. So
I'm going with for the bag. Pardon me. If I'm betting on somebody, I'm betting on DNA, the freestyle god. The guy that battles damn near every other week, doing 2-on-2s, 1-offs, 1 rounds.
There,
it's gonna be the Toothless Man. Shout out to DNA NWX, man. Yo, this dude is. Let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody says in this era, man. I still value freestyles, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the ability...
Not just freestyle.
Not just freestyle, but he can do that too.
Haymaker
freestyles, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're right. My fault. You know, anybody can freestyle and just say something like, okay, this guy has a white t-shirt. I don't know. Boom, boom, boom. I hurt. Dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? But he can hit you.
I've seen all different type of freestyle, but to do, like I said, what we were talking about the last time, what happened in the 2-on-2 battle, like that's a different level of shit. Like the dude took their prop and freestyled about it. Like,
oh my god!
For a whole entire round. That's different level shit. Like the B.E.T shit's not gonna be that much time.
It's not.
I'm pretty sure that he's gonna be able to come up. And again, like I think that is the unknown factors if it's gonna be like an on beat thing, like they do most of the ciphers and shit, or is it gonna be like they're gonna let it be battle rap?
They might let it be battle rap, man. But that beat is a very, very crucial part. Very, very crucial. If it's acapella, kudos. If it's not and it's on beat, I don't know.
That don't even make Shook and T-Top even more debatable because they both dope on beat.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And you know, you don't know if it's gonna be like a spontaneous beat or a spontaneous instrumental, or was it agreed upon beforehand that they had to write to the beat? You know, there's a lot of different layers to this shit that we don't know about just yet, and or it might be released, the details, I don't know. But if it's not, there's a lot of stuff that we don't know about that we may just find out the day of. You feel what I'm saying? So this is definitely dope in a sense that it's kind of going back true to the old style of tournaments. You know, you enter a 4 to 6 man tournament, big pot like they used to do back in the day, Fight Club, Power Summit, where you just, you know, you don't know who you really battling, and you just going at it for the bread, son. This is definitely vintage, and everybody that, or the new cats, or the new school fans of battle rap, you're gonna get a chance to see how it was done back in the day, you know, which is kind of dope. I really rock with that idea, man. Shout out to URL for pulling off 2 dope opportunities in a weekend, son. In a weekend, yo. I'm about to text Beasley like, yo, son, like, congratulations, man. Cause you know, after what happened with the cause I know they probably had this before Summer Impact Reloaded. You know, they probably had that locked in. So it's just something that is released now that is just giving a good, I guess, you know, a good light to battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like the energy definitely shifted in the past couple days. Like people paying attention to different shit now.
Yo, that was a powerful Wednesday, bro. A powerful Wednesday. You know, this dropped in terms of news. This was released. The B.E.T. Hip Hop Awards tournament for $25,000, and then the return of SoulCon.
The return of the motherfucking SoulCon.
Bro, what was your thoughts when you saw the announcement that...
I don't know if you see my tweet. Did you see my tweet of what I said about people's opinions when it comes to this one?
Nah, you gotta tell me. You gotta tell me.
I'm only paying attention to a few people's opinion when it comes to this whole topic, because we know for a fact a lot of these new niggas don't know shit about who SoulCon is. Bro. When I seen that, first of all, the discussion came up already where I said, well, the only thing that'll make this doper is if after he battled Disaster and it makes Khan want to come back. Because that's one battle that, again, for experienced SoulCon fans, we know the battle that we said was ducked forever, Khan conceded versus SoulCon. Never happened. We're here, what, 10 years later?
Mm-hmm.
Both men are successful in different careers.
That's right.
SoulCon's coming back after 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
To battle Disaster.
Disaster.
If there's anybody that I would love to see Disaster battling, is a SoulCon, because I know Disaster's really gonna rap.
Mm-hmm.
This is not what we're expecting of the new class. This is some old school. We gonna hear some real rap shit from Disaster and SoulCon. I have not looked forward to a King of the Dot battle in a long time.
Me neither. Me neither, bro. Me
That's
neither.
not about no URL bias shit. Just I like battle rap, even though I hate rap.
Yeah, I hate battle rap too, but yo, this is definitely you're not for nothing,
Soul
son.
Khan versus
Soul
Disaster.
Khan, bro. Soul Khan. You know what I'm saying? And for the folks who not even in tune, man, like Soul Khan was one of the original dudes, man, that was in addition to Iron Solomon, that was really battling the street smack DVD style guys, man. Like, go ahead and check out Cortez versus Soul Khan. Don't laugh at the fact I said Cortez, because this battle, that was a fire battle, man, that was judged.
And see what he did to Jay Fox.
Bro, check out Soul Khan versus Jay Fox, one of the first bodies ever aired.
We're taking you back. What is it? I want to say that was the days when the battles used to only drop one round at a time.
I don't know if this was one of those. I think that was a little bit.
Quick, but this was around that time. That or the clock is still there. One of
the clock is still there. The clock is still there. The clock was still there.
Right now, one or the other had to still be there. The clock is still there, or this is one of those times where this is used to drop one round at a time.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Okay, no. Soul Khan versus Deacon Frost dropped one round at a time.
Oh, yeah. It did? It did?
Yeah.
It dropped one?
Soul Khan versus Deacon Frost was one of those battles that dropped one round. I'm looking at it right now. URL presents Soul Khan versus Deacon Frost round 1. 7-minute long video.
Oh, word?
Y'all hear that? What?
That's fire. That's fire,
Old school.
Old
you don't
school.
Even hear the smack. You just hear the guns go off. But yeah, so Soul Khan and Jay Fox, it dropped 8 years ago.
8 years ago?
Historic.
Bro, 8 years ago, son. Damn, son. I feel old, son. I feel old now, son. 8 years ago, bro. Damn, son. The PGs wasn't even established yet.
Oh, no clock either. This was right after. Actually, this.
Oh, it was no clock.
When Hitman battled Arsenal?
It might have been. It might have been. I know that it.
Hold up for the people. They wasn't fucking with Soul Khan, my nigga.
They wasn't messing with him, son. Yeah, mother.
And he's in a suit with a motherfucking cap on, looking like a pimp.
No, you gotta describe the suit. It was all white.
All white.
Cocaine white.
He was clean.
Clean. He busts his ass, paws, in an all white suit, son. Who can do that nowadays in 2019? Nobody.
People that have that need their history check. Just go back. It's 8 years. That's a long motherfucking time. Like February 14th, Valentine's Day dropped 2011.
Bro,
that's when Soul Khan and Jay Fox battle came out.
Bro,
I'm surprised I always be bugged out when these old battles do not have them. This shit at 634,000.
Bro, did you see the trailer for Town Business? The trailer for Soul Khan versus Disaster? Did you see the trailer?
Nah, actually, I'm about to check it out. I only got the people piece of it because I was at work when all of that happened.
My man, the way, shout out to Avocado, man. Shout out to Avocado and the way he shot it, where Soul Khan reveals himself as, the return of Soul Khan, and then it goes to Disaster, and Disaster is in a dark room, whatever, and you just see his face, and he says, Soul Khan, we already moved on. Boom! Oh! We already moved on, son.
Now they got the old footage.
Yeah, Grind Time West. That was when he battled QP. That was when he battled QP, man. Yo, man, Soul Khan was one of those dudes, man. Yo, this is gonna be a fire event. And not for nothing, man. Yo, Disaster. Everybody can say what they say about Disaster, man. I like Disaster, man. I like Disaster. I'm a fan of what he does, man. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody say, oh, he don't say shit. Da, 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 da. If you really think about it, a lot of dudes that's rapping don't say shit. They have filler. You know what I'm saying? What they call filler. You know what I'm saying? Disaster, he actually...
It goes back to when we say different strokes for different folks. Like, people don't really fuck with what Disaster do, but there's a lot of people that do. And I'm a fan of all battle rap, so I'm not just looking for one style of shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I could watch Soul Khan and Disaster, and I appreciate it in a whole different light than if you telling me about Cassidy coming back, because I like, you know what I mean? Like, I could be realistic with myself about what the fuck I want to watch. And to me, I'm way more excited about what Disaster can do against Soul Khan than Cassidy. Like, anybody, even when Cassidy and Disaster battled, that don't mean as much to me as a Soul Khan and Disaster battle.
Yeah,
the possibilities are endless after this. Like, is it one and done, or is he back?
This is how I felt.
We don't know what to expect from a Soul Khan that's back.
That's a fact. And this is kind of how I felt when when they announced Once Upon a Time Iron Solomon coming back after the Mook shit, and he was battling Disaster. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh shit, word, it's gonna be fire. And then Disaster showed up in a what you call it, the Monk. No, that was fucking that was Dumbfounded, bro. I'm bugging the fuck out. That was Dumbfounded. Yeah. He showed up and Dumbfounded made the return, and then he showed up in a monk suit. Like, that was wild. You know what I'm saying? But all these guys that were legends in their own right, I guess on their side of battle rap, or fuck that shit, man. They legends in battle rap, period. Anybody that was solidified and had a name and that was a legend and that was elite, you bring him to Disaster, bro. You look at who Disaster battled, bro. If you look at his resume, to me, he has top 3, one of the best resumes in battle rap history, by far. You know, by far.
And that's only if we talking US. Because if we bring up worldwide, then he got #1, bro. Nobody
He's #1
to as many places as Disaster. It battled as many nationalities, like. He battled in so many languages, like,
bro. He went to the Middle East and battled in Arabic. In Arabic, bro. Like, that shit is mind-boggling. Like, his passport looks crazy.
I sugarcoat that on like is even with anybody else's resume, because people got crazy resumes, but he got all the names and then all the places. Like, he got passport stamped resume.
Yeah,
that's different.
That's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's international.
I can tell you I work for the best companies in the United States, but if I can tell you I've been to the best everywhere, that's different. So I gotta tip my hat off to him and definitely salute for that. I do feel like he get a lot of flack for who he is and like all the lyrical miracle. Like, bro, it's not that. Like, if you really listening to what he's saying, he says some shit and people just kind of brush it off because it's Disaster. And to me, I'm listening with a different ear when there's a Disaster battle against Soul Khan. So I guess I'm gonna just appreciate it different than most fans will.
I like it.
Not fucking with it.
I like it for what it. I personally like the way Disaster raps because it takes, in terms of rapping, you know what I'm saying? Because you have to be an actual rapper or used to rap or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to really appreciate what Disaster does and what he does to me. Let me rephrase that, pause. What he does, that sounded crazy just now. But now, what he...
That was one of the ones.
Yeah, definitely one of those ones, man. Nah, but what he does, man, that I appreciate is the fact that he's able to use, quote unquote, that multi-syllabic style and at the same time breaking you down, at the same time establishing a crazy amount of breath control, all doing it at the same time. And in addition to that, he's able to do that same style freestyling. You understand what I'm saying? It's one thing to do that style pre-written, but then to do that same style off the top of your head, that's fucking insane. And I've seen him do it. I mean, perfect example of him doing it is the DNA battle. You know what I'm saying?
Back to the talk of the unexpected shit. Like, that's when you bring in another person to do it with DNA.
Bro, that battle, you could talk about, yeah, he let the machete spray and all that shit, but it's tough to make sense at that moment when you're making bars up as you go. You know what I'm saying? You may say some dumb shit. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? You may say some dumb shit, but at the same time, bro, it's just an amazing feat to witness, bro. Like, I really think that people don't value freestyling at a high level as they should in terms of rap and especially battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Where you have to break down. It's not like you over a beat or you just, trying to get your bars off. Nah, son, you gotta break down your opponent, attacking your opponent at the same time, make sense at the same time. You're being spontaneous with it. Son, that shit is an art, bro. And it's not really respected as it is, but fuck it. I'm gonna just let it be known. I still respect it. I don't give a damn what everybody else thinks. You know what I'm saying? They could be the sheep. I'm gonna be the guy to be like, yo, I respect what DNA does. I respect what Disaster does. I respect what Mac does. I respect what Trez does. Big Cannon, Prep, all these guys that have mastered this art. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to them, man. But Disaster, I don't care what nobody says, man. I'm looking forward to that battle with Soulcon, because Soulcon can also freestyle too. So that's gonna be a crazy back and forth, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, man.
Shout out to that, man.
Shout out to that, man.
There's very few things that I can still get hyped for from our time in battle, and that's one.
That's a fact.
Definitely happy to see Soul come back, and I'm just not even going to predict of what he could do because we don't have no idea, and I'm not thinking in no negative way. I expect anything, all possibilities, and I'm good with all of it. I just want to see him rapping battle rap again. So it is what it is.
It is what it is, man.
Bringing back everybody.
Oh man, yo, like you said, man, it's been one of those good years in battle rap so far. You know what I'm saying? And this just adds to it. And we still got 2 more months left in the year, bro. So who knows? Yeah, stay tuned, man. If you're a fan of battle rap, don't just leave yet. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna touch on another topic in terms of battle rap, but my fellow colleague here, Menace, wanted to touch on another topic that is a very controversial topic that has, happened this past week. Menace, let's get into it, man.
This court case of Amber Guyger.
Yes, and from
pretty much this is to me still an idea of getting away with. Because if you're breaking down all the details of what happened in this entire situation, I feel like 10 years with possibility of parole in 5. Now, let's not break down if they give a time served for the time that this whole case has been going on, which is almost a year. So that means she probably gets 4. For walking into a man's house and shooting him while he's on the couch. And her excuse is, I was so tired, I thought I walked into my apartment and it wasn't my place. Meanwhile, she got texting her phone to some married cop that she was trying to meet with right after this situation happened. And I just cannot understand the whole image of what happened in that verdict. Like, this is where like the conspiracy hat starts to come out. Like, they do certain shit to just like trigger your emotions and get you mad. And I feel like this whole thing is that. Like, I was talking to my mom about it yesterday, and I was like, it's crazy because with a lot of the conspiracy shit, the people really die, but a lot of the shit that happens behind it is all to really trigger people's emotions. Like, we've been going through years of all these killings, right? First, it was all the cop killings, and the cops getting away with murder. Then we deal with all the mass shootings. and either the killer gets just arrested if it was a white guy. Well, most of the times it was a white guy. He either gets arrested or he kills himself. Now, the one time a cop is actually found guilty of doing this, we end up with a case of not only a fucked up sentence, which I don't understand how some people is okay with even that. Like I was arguing with people today that was saying that 10 years is a good enough sentence for what happened. She'll be out by the time she's 36 years old. I'm 33 right now. So 3 more years after what my age is, she'll be out. She still gets to live her whole life after she took somebody's life. And mind you, she'll be out at 36 if she does the whole 10 years. So if she don't do the 10 and she only do 5, she'll be out by 31 years old, cruising. Now, bad enough of the verdict, and she only gets this little ass amount of time. Can anybody in the world explain to me what court case have you ever seen the bailiff in the court brushing the girl's hair? Oh, not the girl, the murderer in the case, getting her hair brushed by the bailiff. First, just the first thing. Second, you got the brother of the guy that gets killed. Asks, while he's on the stand, he asks to be able to get up and hug his brother's murderer. So he forgives her, he loves her, and he hopes nothing happens to her. And he's even upset that she's even doing time period. He wishes she could just turn her life over to God. And I don't mean no disrespect to nobody's religion, but me personally, I don't see how religion is enough. Like I get forgive and forget in cases where, you know, if she, let's say she really did by mistake kill this guy, then maybe I could understand. But it wasn't no maybe, bro. It wasn't no by mistake. This girl walked into his apartment while he's sitting on the couch, nothing threatening about him. As a cop, you're trained to watch for detail. If the first instinct is pull out your gun and shoot, man dead, loses his life. You got a bailiff brushing your hair. You got the brother hugging you, and then the judge gets up and hugs her. I don't get it, bro. Like, how is this not set up to make people go crazy?
I'm looking for something right now. The
I saw
parents
pictures today that I'm saying that the judge was also endorsed by the same police department that the girl's from. How is that not a conflict of interest? Like,
because
it had to be more to it for a judge to get up out of it. See, just think about this in any case. Everyone is supposed to be treated equal. It's a murderer. We have never in history heard of a judge getting up and hugging the murderer because they felt bad for them.
That's right.
I've heard judges say, I pray for your soul and I hope you do better of yourself. I've heard judges say sympathetic things to a person that was convicted of murder, and that was the farthest it went. But for a judge to get up out of their stand knowing this is being recorded, so you know, in today's age, anything that's being recorded is going posted viral online. So nobody thought that this image was gonna rub people the wrong way. Any of those images of the bailiff, of the brother, of the judge, or the father saying, maybe one day we can be friends. Why? Then the thing that bugged me is I see the mom, like, she's doing the press conference thing and she's pissed off about it. So how is it that the father's okay, the brother's okay with it, but the mom is not? So where's the disconnect? And we don't see nothing about the mom, though. You don't see nothing being talked about with saying. The only focus is on this, and that's why I say, like, that's where the conspiracy hat comes in. Like, bro, we really being blinded by this shit so we don't pay attention to the mom grieving over the situation?
Sam, this is a very in my wholeheartedly opinion, man, like, this has been a disgusting display. You know, I feel like
I
you
was
talked
just
about
more disappointed in
conspiracy.
the people, because a lot of people were trying to understand. Oh, I get it. You know, who are you to judge? If that's his way of finding peace, then, you know, let it be. And I get it. But bro, like I said, there's a limit to everything. My mom is a very religious person, and I had to ask her, like, you're forgiven of a lot of things. Could you see yourself doing that? Hell no. And me, I've been in situations where I've lost really close family members to bad things like domestic violence and all kind of shit. And I'm telling you right now, faith or not, if any of them people that did what they did was in front of me, the last thing they would get is a hug. I don't know. I needed to vent that. That's my think piece on that whole situation.
Man,
It's a corrupt ass system, and something's not right about all these images that's coming out from a case that has been having people on the edge of their seat for well over a year, well, about a year, and now we get to the verdict and everybody was celebrating. Yes, she's guilty. And the next day, that should just get shut down by all this weird shit. Like, I don't get it, bro.
I remember when this case first happened, and you know, I was definitely bothered by it because of the simple fact that people that look like you and me, we could be sleeping in our houses and somebody could break in. We could be sleeping in our house, bro, and on the couch.
They tell you your safest place is at home, bro. Like, with all the shit that's been going, they be telling people stay in your house.
You feel what I'm
Cop
saying?
shootings, mass shootings, you know, try not to cry. It's better if you stay at home. Then you stay at home, and a cop just walks in, opens your door, and kills you.
You're not safe at home. You're not safe at home. You're not safe anywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can. The message that was sent to me was that it's even more okay to kill black people. And the disturbing images of black people comforting this murderer after she murdered a black man.
That's the thing that I kept saying. Like, that was the key thing about it. Everybody that was doing it just happened to be black people. Like, it wasn't nobody white there, like, going out of their way. Where was her family at? Like, what the fuck? Like,
whatever.
How is it that only these people, like, I don't get it.
Whatever the brother was compelled to feel, that's his prerogative. You know what I'm saying? Because he's his younger brother. Whatever that case may be. You feel what I'm saying? But the judge and the bailiff really disgusted me. And I feel like, especially the judge, I feel like she was completely out of line. You know, but this is her true colors. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was out of line. You know, and even now they're saying that complaints have been made about the judge for her behavior in the trial. You know what I'm saying? After the verdict, giving hugs and stuff like that. Like, who does that?
Who does that? Their kind, that's unprecedented.
Yes, unprecedented and unprofessional. You know, because now it seems that you had a complete bias in a trial. And if you're a judge and you're exhibiting bias in a trial, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother trial that can happen for this case, which now it can kind of overturn this verdict in a sense where it's like, hold on, why are you hugging the murderer? Like, why are you hugging the murderer? Like, what is going on? You know, so now it opens a whole different Pandora's box. You feel what I'm saying? And then the bailiff is stroking her hair. It was just an ungodly scene to me. You know.
And the thing, she gave her a hug and handed her a Bible. Like that, everything that they were doing was all of displaying how forgiving black people are.
And
like, if it don't matter what you do to us, we're gonna give you a hug, brush your hair, and give you a Bible. That your time, the little bit of time you got hit with for killing a black man, we hope it goes as easy as possible as it can for you.
yo, and it's crazy
And I would not be
because
surprised if these people ain't write letters to try to get her shit like dropped even more. Like if they went that far to just like, yo, we can't really see her even doing that much time for it. Like we want her out so we can reform her and she can turn her life to God. Like
Fam.
I can't. Just thinking about that makes me mad.
son, it's crazy because to me, when you if you look at it surface level, you know, you may just dismiss it, but it's so, to me, this has so many layers. You feel what I'm saying? Where a judge with a judge gonna hand a white woman a Bible and say we're gonna pray about it, but then on the flip side, in South Carolina, there was a mass shooting at a church, a black church, so by a white person. So it's like so many dynamics that loses me to where I can't believe the behavior exhibited by my people in this instance. It doesn't make any sense. You feel what I'm saying? Like the church, does the church that people grew up on, where people were taught to praise a white Jesus, you understand? Is that really the cause of the behavior that's exhibited today? Like, it's just so many things that make me think like, yo, why are we acting like this in this situation? Like, why are we so forgiving for a white woman? You know what I'm saying? For a white woman? You feel what I'm saying? Like it kind of reminded me, like I tried to equate it to this. You know, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I thought about The Color Purple, where Miss Celie was driving the white woman to the market, whatever. No, the white woman, whatever, the wife was driving with Miss Celie to the market because she wanted to drive, whatever. And then she started freaking out, and then she leaves the car. And then Miss Celie goes after her. And then the white people start closing in on Miss Celie. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of reminded me of that, because it's like, all right, cool. We trying to help, or they're trying to help this white woman. And they don't care about the fact that you're helping this white woman. You know what I'm saying? They're still going to look at you the same. So it was like, how many times you're going to be forgiving? How many times you're going to be helpful? You know, I understand there's good white people, whatever the case may be, but in this instance, she killed a black man. A man that was asleep in his home. And you're comforting her, saying it's going to be all right. Here's a Bible.
And I just need to say real quick, R.I.P. to Botham Jean, because I'm
R.I.P. man.
This whole thing with just giving everybody else a name, one person that really mattered in all this. But that is, all in all, is a scary world we living in right now.
It is, man. It is, and it is, and a Bible's not gonna change it. A Bible's not gonna change it. I'll tell you that right now.
Against nobody's religion.
Listen,
my faith must not be that strong, because I just cannot.
I believe in a higher power, bro. I believe in a higher power, bro. Don't get me wrong, but I'll say it like this: people's faith in a higher power, you understand, has led to wars, and that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just leave it at that.
I was gonna say that. I think we can leave it with that.
You know, but yeah, man. I think we covered everything. You know, I just want to give a quick shout out to some battles that dropped that were pretty dope. Shout out to Gage and Goods. You know, make sure you check that out. That's a dope battle to check out. What else? Of course, you know, the Danny and Chess. If you got the app, you part of App Gang, make sure you check that out as well. I've been That's right. I gotta check that out as well. I want to say, boom! Shout out to Trax versus Flacco L. You know, Trax versus Flacco L. Trax from Nashville, Tennessee, and Flacco L out of Atlanta. I still think he battles on Bullpen. I'm not sure, but if you're looking for a lyrical battle that has layers to it in their material, check this battle out, man. You feel what I'm saying? Two guys that's dope. I think Flacco L. Yeah, yo, Flacco L is dope, man. He's really dope. You know, he got a couple of joints, a couple of good battles with Chef Trez. He has one with Brooklyn Carter. You know, so check those two out as well after you check out the Trax battle. You feel what I'm saying? And that's it, man. Make sure you subscribe.
Hold on, I gotta put them back on the league that I did the shoot for.
Yeah.
The battle league that I was telling you about that had the Cuban battle and Chef Trez battle. That J2 and Young Rob battle dropped.
Oh, word?
Go check that battle out.
Oh, I'm gonna check it out, man.
That's the one where he had that, you know, crazy I was from a scale of 1 to 3, and smacked him with a 4-5.
Oh man, I gotta check that out.
I got J2 had some wild shit that battle, so go check that out. They had the 2-on-2 battle. They had the Ab versus Two Guns. Them guys was fire too. So shout out to Zoo Battle League. They dropped 2 back-to-back fire battles on there. You have to check out. Of course, Coliseum and We Go Hard. Go subscribe. Turn up.
Yes,
That's my up and coming league. Shout out.
Alright. What else? Alright, so make sure you, oh yeah, I'm bugging out. Make sure you subscribe to I Hate Battle Rap podcast. This episode will definitely be going up tomorrow. You know, we're streaming, not streaming, pardon me, but we're on all major platforms: Apple, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Anchor. I'm trying to do Spotify, man. I want to do Spotify. I'm trying to do Spotify. We're working on Spotify. And I don't know if we're going to do the YouTube live thing. You know what I'm saying? Simulcasting this on Discord and YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? We might just try that out next time to see how that goes. And then see if we're going to go with that on a weekly basis. But yeah, man, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/True Stories Radio. That's the YouTube that we upload to and we broadcast from. You feel what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that. And also stay tuned to stay tuned to next week. We're gonna give you the updates on lockdown and everything. In addition to that, subscribe, man. Oh yeah, I forgot one more thing. Subscribe. You feel me? I Hate Battle Rap, man. Dutch KIB Kid. As long as you keep it a buck on all social media platforms: IG, Twitter, Facebook.
Custom Made Menace on all the above.
All right, man, and we out.
Thank you for tuning in. I Hate Battle Rap.
Swear the streets don't love you, no. Don't you bother, nigga. My low died on his clock and he a father figure. And them people that was there, oh yeah, they ran, they gone. Can't even look them in their eyes, you ain't no man of honor. I know who to call upon if them days are cloudy.